We begin today with the latest on US military action in the Atlantic. The United States has seized a Russian-linked oil tanker in the region. The move comes just days after Washington toppled Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, and as the White House declares, it will now run Venezuela's oil industry. The US military says the vessel was seized under a warrant issued by a federal court. Washington says the ship, formerly known as Bella 1, had been travelling towards Venezuela. According to reports, the ship was also being escorted by Russian naval assets, including a submarine. Despite that escort, the United States moved in. Washington says the tanker was part of a shadow fleet, moving oil for Russia in violation of US sanctions. The White House says the seized vessel has no legitimate nationality. That's because in recent weeks, the ship changed its name to the Marinera, shifted its registration to Russia, and its crew reportedly painted a Russian flag on the hull. Under international maritime law, the flag state holds primary authority over the vessel, overseeing safety standards, crew conditions, and any incident probe. US officials say the vessel was falsely flagged, making it effectively stateless. Moscow has condemned the seizure. Russia's transport ministry says freedom of navigation applies on the high seas. Moscow has also demanded the return of Russian crew members. The White House says they may be taken to the United States for prosecution. And Britain has confirmed it supported the operation. Defence Minister John Healey told Parliament the ship was falsely flagged and subject to US sanctions.
Following a request from the US, I authorised the use of UK bases and the deployment of Royal Navy and RAF assets to support the operation, including airborne surveillance and the RFA ship Tide Force. This was a US operation. No UK personnel took part in the boarding.
And this seizure is not isolated. The US military says a second sanctioned tanker has been seized in the Caribbean Sea. That brings the total number of ships taken control of since last month to 4. Homeland Security says the vessels were either last docked in Venezuela or heading there. Meanwhile, back in Caracas, after Trump laid claim to over $2 billion worth of Venezuelan oil, streets are cautiously returning to normality. Interim President Delcy Rodriguez has also vowed cooperation with the United States. From the seizure of a tanker in the North Atlantic to the oil fields of Venezuela, this is a single story playing out across oceans. Washington is no longer just sanctioning oil, it is seizing it. And in this new phase of power politics, the map no longer matters, only the barrels of crude oil.
The world doesn't fit in boxes, so why should your news? From battlefields to negotiation tables, from internet outrage to real-world injustice. The conversations everyone is having and the ones they're avoiding. It's the same show, but this new year, Firstpost America gets a new look. I'm Kerry Johnston, and this is Firstpost America.